Hold on a second. Is that a free damaging shot? Wow, that was some butt clenching there. You know what it is like to wake up in the middle of the night, not knowing where you are, wondering why there's a light on in your room? I do, because for some reason my computer decides that at 3 o'clock at night it is a good idea to turn on. I have no idea why. It's been doing this for quite some time. So I, usually in a what kind of mood, walk up to my computer, and then I decided, you know what, I'll just record a video now. Because of course that's the first thing you do when you get woken up by your computer in the middle of the night and you are a bit of the sick variety, which I am also. So here I am playing the Object 263 while it was still at tier 10, patch 9.22. I think, I really think, should have come out by now, seeing as today is the 8th of February, and well, for you it is. For me it's the 1st of February. This is how much before I have to record videos now, because YouTube. There will be a video on that as well later. More of a parody as how to deal with YouTube more than anything. I still have to actually make or play a game for that. That's fairly decent. Although, I might have a replay. But I mean, I don't know. We'll see. And the thing with the Object 263 is that it is now a tier 9 vehicle, replaced with the Object 268 version 4. And I will miss this tank. I will miss what this tank was about. I'll miss, most of all, that sick fat DPM. That is exactly the reason, and of course the armor, why I got this tank. It was novel, it was fresh, it was the boot of Stalin, as some people would love to have to call it. But for me it was just my favorite tier 10 tank destroyer. The 183 has that scary hesh, but it's not, for me it wasn't that special. The Jaeger has that big AP round for 1050 alpha and good armor, but for me it wasn't that special because it wasn't maneuverable. I haven't played the STRV 103B on the live server, but that DPM is for some people and the camera rating what makes it. And to me, I enjoy the siege mode, but it just wasn't it. I, for some reason, don't really enjoy the Badger. I feel it's too slow and it plays too much like the Tortoise, which I hated. I don't have any other tier 10 tank destroyers that I know of or can remember at this point. But the 268 version 4 will not be the same as the 263. It will have more armor, because that's, yeah. It will have higher alpha, but not higher DPM. And the DPM is really what made this tank super duper special for me. So this is more of a, I guess, nostalgic video, because this is now part of the past. Things have changed, so therefore this must be nostalgia. That's how it works, right? In my mind it does, anyway. No, wait, I just remembered. I also own the T110E3. Yet I have still to play a single game in that tank on the live server, and I've had it for 2 patches now. I have quite a few tanks that I've bought and still have not played a game in. This is how much I have lost interest in all the tanks, and I don't know, it's just anyway. The next patch for Wargaming is going to be patch 1.0. 1.0 usually indicates that a game is going to be released, correct? This would, according to patch number logic, would indicate that Wargaming, or World of Tanks, sorry, is still in beta. Which it isn't. It has been released a massive while ago. Patch 1.0 is there to indicate that it will bring a massive new overhaul to the maps. They will all be high definition, and they will be pretty, and they will be lookers, and they will probably generate a whole lot of returning people and new people to come play the game, because it looks fantastic. I just hope that Wargaming have got their shit figured out and it will not run like ass, because new graphics and high graphics usually mean that low-end computers will shit themselves. Even medium-range computers might shit themselves. High-range computers, well, you know, good. I just hope that, for me, it won't ruin recording and or streaming. Streaming, holy shit, I have to do that again as well. Too much, because OBS likes to eat a lot of CPU, and Water Tank still does not run on multiple cores. You know, this game didn't look that special actually thinking about it in the 263, but there's a reason why I chose this one game to be featured. It is because it was my last game in the Object 263. I've played exactly 100 games, and I decided that that was perfect. You know what tank would fit perfectly with a game like this or a video like this? The Object 430. Tier 10 Soviet. Sorry! No, not anymore. Tier 9 Soviet medium tank. When I played it, Tier 10 Soviet medium tank. And to follow in with the tradition of the 263, this was the last game I have played in it. Now, I didn't exactly play 100 games in this tank. I played more around the range of 5. I played 5 games in this tank until I decided this gun handling is worse than trying to poop upside down into a bathtub, and that bathtub is 5 kilometers away. Because this gun handling is right around the same as the STB-1. The STB-1 is the Japanese tier 10 medium, and it has amazing DPM. Like this tank, when it was still tier 10 in this video, has the highest DPM of any medium tank. Somewhere around the range of 90,000. However, you cannot hit jack shit if the gun won't allow you to hit it. This is the type of tank and gun that needed you to be close quarters combat or fully aim. And the aim time and dispersion values would not allow... Wow, okay, never mind. A50 just got a whole taste of... Oh, fuck you. I'm probably going to have to believe that. No, with this tank you had to just aim it. Fully aim it if you were shooting from a distance. Firing on the move was pure RNG. And, well... It had good armor, this tank. It had 120 millimeters of frontal hull armor, which is the same as the T-54. The 140, T-62A, both have 100 millimeters. So this is the strong point of this tank. It had big, fat frontal hull armor in comparison. Amazing DPM, but the downside was the gun handling. The gun handling was just, for lack of words, bad. And I only got this tank. The reason I got this tank, the 430, is not because I wanted it before the patch. No, I knew the 432 was going to go to a different line, and I had the 432, which meant that I had to go back, play the T44, then play this tank at tier 9 with a 390 elf gun, and then play the 430U, which meant that I had to grind more than I was going to do now. And I got to buy this with the Holiday Ops special discount, so 4 million credits instead of 6.1, which I found was a pretty good deal. I actually didn't notice that I've been firing heat for quite some time. Now in the replay I noticed that I've been firing it for quite some time. And the only real reason I noticed I'm firing heat because is that shell velocity right there. That's when I noticed, wait a minute. That was really slow for APCR. I looked down, firing heat, and I have no idea how or why I was firing heat. I didn't need it. I am not the kind of guy, usually, to spam heat if I have to flank of tanks. Especially in that situation, I didn't need to fire heat. APCR would have been more than good enough. I think I fat fingered it or some shit, and I accidentally pressed my 2 key in a panic. I'm not quite sure what I repaired when I used my repair kit. I can go back and watch, but I mean, don't make me do that. It's 3:15 at night, and I'm quite tired. No, I don't know what it was, but APCR is better. All the Soviet medium tanks have amazing APCR. No, that's a lie. The Object 430U has No, that has been buffed. That is 270 millimeters of APCR? I'm not quite sure. Ammo. So that is really good. I don't know what to still think of the 430U. I will play it on the live server. I will have my way with it. Sorry, what? And I will figure it out. I love the 440 Alpha. I'm a big fan of 440 Alpha guns. Playing the T10 back when I was still grinding for the IS-7 is the reason I got the 113, because the 113 played like the T10 but a tier higher. And I've been a massive fan of the 113 ever since, and I'm glad that when Wargaming added the 5A, they didn't remove the 113 or whatever. They just kept it as an alternative tier 10, which I feel is the best solution. But you know, it's Wargaming, whatever. Seeing as today is the 8th of February, and last week I talked about SpaceX and the Falcon Heavy. The Falcon Heavy has been launched, I think, because from here it is still the 1st of February, 2 days ago. And it was quite a sight, wasn't it? It was very pretty, I think, because it's a big fat rocket. I've never said this, I feel, but over the last 5 months, I've gained more and more of an interest in space and space exploration and rocketry and stuff like that. I have put, all of a sudden, about, I don't know, 90 hours in Kerbal Space Program, just making space stations, making moon bases, or catching an asteroid, putting it in an orbit around Earth version of that game. And then I put a small space station on that as well. I don't know. Space is the first thing that actually interested me for more than 5 minutes, if I'm actually honest. And I don't know why, but I might, maybe, I don't know. This is a bold statement, but I might want to do something with space later on in my life, and not just YouTube videos and playing games. I mean, this is the good life, playing games. But I mean, I feel that this is enough to actually make a living on, because YouTube hates everyone, if I'm honest. Or alternatively, I could be delirious from lack of sleep and being ill. So who knows what I'm actually saying at this point. I don't know why I'm making this video still. I should probably be going to bed because it's closing in on 3:30 at night, and I have to work tomorrow morning at 9. This is bad.